Namaste children, welcome back to social studies class. I hope you were all attended well your PT3 examination. So definitely will get good marks, and still those who are not submitted your worksheets, whether it is worksheet 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whichever it may be, if you have your worksheet with you, please submit them to me. So by the end of this week, before Saturday itself, you need to submit your all the worksheets, because we are going to file your all the documents into your personal files. So please submit them all within this week. And also, if you are not shown your notebooks, CWs and HWs, to the respective subject teachers, immediately you need to complete them and show to your subject teachers. For them will be their marks. If you are shown notebooks, then only teachers will give you the marks. Okay, for them marks are there, so show them as early as possible. Then in our previous class, we have discussed about that 9th lesson, means of transport. And in our today's class, we are going to discuss about your 10th lesson, that is the means of communication. Means of communication lesson that we are going to discuss. So please look at your screen, all of you dear children. Yes, look at it. Lesson number 10, means of communication. Communication means what? Definition is here. So later we can go for it. Before that, I am going to ask you some questions here now. First one, do you have friends and relatives? Surely will be there friends and relatives for everybody. For me also are there relatives and friends. For you also are there relatives and friends. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದೆನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇ. ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಟಚ್ ವಿತ್ ದೆಮ್? ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದೆಮ್? ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದೆಮ್. ಓವರ್ ದ ಫೋನ್ ಕಾಲ್? Okay, you know it, video call, audio call and all, WhatsApp, Facebook and all. There are so many ways to get connected with our relatives and friends nowadays. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ನಾವು ಈಗ, ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸಿ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಟಚ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್? ಫಾರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ like America. So with their family they went to America. Now you wanted to talk with them. How you are going to talk with them? Can you give answer for this? Yes, over the phone call. Okay, video call and all other things you can do, and you can talk to them. Then last one, we keep in touch with our relatives and friends through phone calls and messages. How we are going to talk with our relatives and friends means, so we are going to send messages. SMS we call, no, short messaging system, that we use, or sometimes we call them using our mobiles or telephones. We call them and we are going to talk with them. So now WhatsApp call it is there, Messenger, and also you know that Instagram, and there are varieties of modern social medias nowadays. Those are all the things we use to talk with our relatives and friends. Those are all the ways which we use to communicate with our relatives and friends. Okay, now what is communication? Hagar communication andre ಏನು? So here it is there, answer. The process of sending and receiving messages is called communication. It means it is a process. Here sender must be there and receiver must be there. ಒಬ್ಬ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸೋನು ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದರ ನಡುವೆ ನಡೀತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೆಸೇಜ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್. ದೆನ್ ಏನ್ಸಿಯಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಏನ್ಸಿಯಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಓಲ್ಡನ್ ಡೇಸ್. ದೇರ್ ವರ್ ನೋ, ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ there were no modern facilities like mobile, TV, telephone, radio and the internet. So that they used, what they used? Sign language they used. It means signals, through signal. At that time there were no mobile. ಸುಮಾರು 100,000 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಫೋನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಟಿ ವಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ಟು, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್, these facilities were not there. Then how they were going to talk with others, with their relatives, far off relatives? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೈನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೈ ಸನ್ನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ. ಹಸಿವಾದಾಗ ನಾವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹಸುವಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಮ್ಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ, ಈ ಥರ ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್. ದೆನ್ ಲೇಟರ್ through words they started to use words later. After that through beating drums they were beating, so it was giving signal, some messages it was giving. beating drum, ಆ ಡ್ರಮ್ ಬಾರಿಸೋದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಬಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಡ್ರಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಬೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ದೆನ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಮಿರರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಟಾರ್ಚ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ ಮಿರರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರೋಂಥ ಲೈಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. By that they were going. Now this method it is there still. It is going on in you know that Ayyappa Swami temple, Shabarimala. There on the hill there is a pillar. On that pillar they are going to light the lamp on 14th of it means Sankramana day. ಅವತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಜನಾಂಗದವರು, ಅವರು ಆ ಟಾಪ್ ಆ ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೈಟನ್ನು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣ ದಿನ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಕರ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಬಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೈರ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ದೇ ಬರ್ನ್ ಟೈರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಆ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಸುಡುವಂಥ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಅದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಓ ನಮ್ಮ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ವರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್. Here one of the beautiful image I pasted here. Look at it. Peasants. Here see, look at their legs. People, they were writing a letter or information what they wanted to convey that they were going to write on a letter, and that they were tying to the peasant. For these peasants they were giving training they were giving, so that those peasants they were reaching the exact place or exact address they were reaching, and they were delivering this message. This was going on. This image, by this image you can see that one. Then people use different means to communicate with their relatives and friends living in other places. What they use? Letters they use, telephone they use, fax they use. Fax is nothing but facsimile machine, it is considered as one of the machine, Xerox machine. So later we will deeply study about this fax. Then after that mass medias means they are TV, newspaper, radio and all. Next one is internet. So these are all the means of communication we use nowadays. Now at present we are using these all. Letters we use, telephone we use, fax we use, it means even mobile also. Mobile it came nowadays. Before mobiles we were using telephones, and radios were there earlier. Now also we use, but very rare it is. But we use nowadays TV a lot, newspaper a lot, and we are getting informations through those mass medias and internet facility. And now let us go to discuss about these means of communication one by one. Letters, first one. We use inland letter to write a message. Somebody who lives in another part of the country, it means inside the country, those who are living there, for them we are going to write a letter, inland letter. That is here. I pasted that picture here. Inland letter, here it is there. See, inland letter, it is here. Here we are going to write address, to whom we are sending. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವೋ ಅವ್ರ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್. ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ PIN, postal index number. P means postal, I means index, N means number. Here they given shortly PIN, pin number you write. It will be 6 digit. Okay. So it will be 6 digits. 6 digits are empty here. We need to fill them. Exact pin of the locality. That locality pin address we need to fill here. Then see here, post offices. Then postman help us to send letters. So after writing the letter we will put in the post box. Then post office it will collect those all the letters. With the help of postman it will reach that letter to the correct address. Then we can write a letter on a piece of paper and keep it envelope to send to someone. It means first we will write a letter on the paper or white paper or somewhere. After writing that we will keep it inside the envelope. Andre cover iruttalla ಲೆಟರನ್ನು ಇಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕವರ್, ಲೆಟರ್ ಕವರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎನ್ವಲಪ್. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ envelope. Inside the envelope we will keep that letter and we will send through the post office. Then stamping is very important to send the letter. Stamps, 5 rupees stamps and all. It is charge for that. ನೀವು ಕಳಿಸಿರೋ ಲೆಟರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್. ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪನ್ನು ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಲೆಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಈ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಆಗ ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೆಟರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಹಚ್ಚದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. It will be this shape, square shape, and on that there will be images, historical places images irutte. Sometimes freedom fighters images will be there, Gandhiji's or Subhash Chandra Boseji's, Bhagat Singh's, their photos will be there on stamp. Then PIN means, I told you, postal index number. It will be 6 digit. It helps to the postman to deliver our letter to the correct address. PIN code is very, very important. If PIN code of that place is correct, then our letter will reach the correct address. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹಾಕಿರೋ ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಅಗರಿಬೊಮ್ಮನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ 583212. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಅಗರಿಬೊಮ್ಮನಹಳ್ಳಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫಿಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್, which is the space given here. In this space we need to write all those 6 digits of the pin code. Okay, this is the thing we should keep in our memory. Pin code is very important to send the letters. Then after sending putting that letter into the post box ಗೆ ನಾವು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ letter. Then what happens? Then buses, trains, you would see here, buses, trains, aeroplanes carry our letters. They are carrying our letters from this place to another place. Now we are, for example, now I wrote a letter to the Bengaluru city. Now I wrote a letter to Bengaluru. So now what to do? Then I will put that letter into the post box. Then postman will take out that letter and he will divide that one according to its address, and he will send that one through the bus, Bengaluru bus. In that bus he will keep and send. There that postman will be there, no, Bengaluru postman. He will receive those all the letters from the Agaribommannahalli bus and he will distribute them from his post office. That is the thing. It means we use buses, trains, aeroplanes, all these things to carry the letters. Okay, ships also we use. Sometimes ships also will be used to carry our letters. So these are the things we should know. Then earlier telegram facility was used to send quick messages, urgent message if you want to send. So if we want to send means we were going to use telegram facility. Now this telegram facility it has stopped nowadays. Recently it has stopped now. So earlier it was used to send the fast messages or quick messages. Telegram anna immediate message anna ಕಳಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು telegram ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Now not there. Then speed post and registered post facility we use to send quick messages and parcels. To send parcels we use these facilities, registered post and speed post. So these are the, you need to visit once that post office, then you will come to know these all the facilities, which are all the facilities are there in the post office. With the help of your parents, once you can visit the post office. Then private postal services called couriers are very famous in cities nowadays. Courier facility, you know, private people also they do this work. They are called courier officers, we call them courier. If you want to send anything to your relatives or your friends, you can send through these courier officers. They will give the receipt. So and to that correct address they will deliver your material which you are sending, which parcel you are sending. Okay, that is also, it is private postal service, it is courier. Then next one is telephone. You see this picture, telephone it is. It is the fastest means of communication. Within few seconds we will get connected with our relatives and friends. ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ವಿತಿನ್ 1 minute ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್. ದೆನ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದೀಸ್ ವರ್ ದೇರ್, ತುಂಬ ಹಳೆದು, ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆಫೀಸಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನನ್ನು. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ವೈರ್. But for mobile, wire will not be there. That is why that is called as a mobile. This is called as a telephone. And there are two types of phone calls. So we are going to do two types of phone calls from this telephone. Telephone ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಥರದ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. One is STD call, second one is ISD call. STD call means it is considered as full form of STD, subscriber trunk dialing. We use it for local calls. STD ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು STD ಅನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. And ISD it is there na, it is international subscriber dialing. ISD, it means for international calls. If your relatives are in another country, so that call will be considered as ISD call. ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಲು ISD call. Okay, STD means local calls, ISD means international calls. ಅಂತರ್ದೇಶೀಯ ಕರೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದ ಜನರು, ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಲ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್. They will be taking care of this. And one more thing I wanted to tell here later. So I did not tell you about this one. No, this is postcard for local area, for local areas to send information to the local people. We are using this kind of postcard. It is just 50 paise. For this card, they take only 50 paise. So here we need to write address and pin code, and after that information backside, its backside we can write information and we can put it in the post box. Then it will go to this address. Whose address you are writing here, to that address. If you are written this letter to the school address, if you are written here, it will come to school only. So you can do it, no problem for us. Then ISD calls and STD calls, how they were doing, it is here. It is STD booth, we call it, ISD and STD booth. Here you see local calls, it means STD calls, they can do it from this one, coin box we call it. No, earlier it was used. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಗಳು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದರ ಯೂಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಸಿಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ. ಬಟ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ವಿ ವರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ STD booth, and it is international calls. For international calls we were using ISD calls. ಓಕೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ₹1 ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, 1 ಮಿನಿಟಿಗೆ ₹1 ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ನಾವು ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ. ಸೊ ನೌ ಡೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ 10 years ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಬೂತ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ದೇರ್. But nowadays we not seen these kind of things anywhere. And ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಈಗಲೂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್. Here you see keypad mobiles. Early first time they introduced these mobiles. Scientists they introduced these mobiles. Keypad mobiles. Numbers are there, no? See, they were just pressing on those numbers, but wire connection is not there. Wireless mobiles these are wireless mobiles. Okay, with the police and all will be there, no? These kind of mobiles. ವಾಕಿ ಟಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಥರದ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ಈಗಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕೀಪ್ಯಾಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೀ ಇದೆ, ಬಟನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು, ಆ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು ಮೊಬೈಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ನೌ ಡೇಸ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಟಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್. ವಿತ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೋಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೌ ಡೇಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ or smartphones we call these. So these will be used to talk with our relatives and friends. Okay, fastest means of communication these are. Then later you come to know this fax machine, cellular phone we call it na. Cellular phone means nothing but mobile only. Cellular phone anta kariತೀವಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಗೆ. So don't be confused about it. Okay, cellular phones are called as smartphones or mobiles. Then fax, I told you, no, facsimile automated xerox we call it. It is the electronic machine. Look at this machine, this is fax machine. It is electronic, means current machine, current indane ನಡೀತಕ್ಕಂಥ machine ಇದು. So electronic machine used to send printed or written matter and pictures through telephone lines. It is telephone also, here you can see receiver, it is here. So through this we can call to our relatives and friends, and also we can send printed messages to our relatives. Here they send, see, ಈ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು, ಈ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಂಡ್, ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಷಿನ್. ಆರ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫೋಟೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ. Nowadays, this facility also not there nowadays. Just they are going to take a photo of that image of that printed information and they will send through the WhatsApp or Facebook or something. But nowadays, it is completely modern facilities we are using. We are all using. These fax machines we are not using nowadays. Printed informations we send through these fax machines. Okay. Then mass media, I told, no? Mass media means what? Medias which we use to send message to a large number of people at the same time are called mass media. For example, newspaper. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ದು ಯಾರ್ದೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಬರ್ತ್ಡೇ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ. ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ those who are all purchasing that newspaper, for them all that message will be reached. That is why this is called as a mass media. At a time ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ವಿತಿನ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ವಿತಿನ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್? ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ಟು ದ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. Now it will be reaching, na? So that is the way. Mass medias. There are different types of mass medias we have. They are newspapers, magazines. Magazines means monthly once they come, weekly once they come, or for 10 days once they come, for 15 days once they come. So they are all magazines. Books, they are small books. In those books will be there some information. Then television, TV. Then cinema. Through cinema also we can give message. A radio. You know that radios nowadays we are all not using. ಈಗ ರೇಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕೋದೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಬಟ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ were there these radios. Through radio only government officials and all those ministers and MLAs, they were giving message. They were sending message. Then later, see, look at this image. They are there here. Television, blog. It means different type of internet facility. Using the internet facility, we can use the blogs, different blogs, newspapers, news, TV news, or internet facility, satellite, megaphone. Police people, they use this one when they are coming to arrest the thieves and all. Then television, again it repeated here. Television. Then broadcasting. Then snapshot, internet facility and this one, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, these kind of facilities we have, no? Those are also considered as mass media or social medias also we call them. Radio and camera. Through camera we can make video and we can send it to our relatives or friends. That is possible. And here, see, TV is better than, it is completely better than radio. Do you know that? How and why? Yes, can you give answer for this? TV is better than radio because through radio only we can get audio information. ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ ರೇಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾವು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್, ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಂತಂದು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟಿ ವಿ we can get audio and video and also we can get live programs. That is why TV is better than radio. Through radio only we can get audio information, but through TV we can get audio, video and live programs, all these three. That is why TV is better than radio. Then satellites, look at this. They are the artificial satellites. It means scientists, they have created these. They will be orbiting around the earth. It means revoluting around the earth, and they collect information about our earth, and they collect information about other planets, and they collect information about our weather, climate, about climatic conditions, and they send those messages to our scientists. And you know, weather broadcasting we call it, na? ಅಂದರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಮಳೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಇನ್ನು 2 ದಿನದಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ಸೈಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ. ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ with the help of these satellites. These are artificial satellites. Okay, and you know that satellites are very useful to run the TV programs, radio programs, telephones. You know, ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ರೀಚ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿರೋ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಂಬರಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣನೇ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್. ಸೊ we use these all the facilities because of satellites. So satellites are very, very important. Now, the first man-made satellite of India was named Aryabhatta. It was launched on April 19th, 1975. Look at this image. This is the first artificial satellite of our country. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಯಭಟ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ 19th April 1975. Then look at it. On 24th September 2014, India became the first nation in Asia continent and fourth in the world to send a spacecraft Mangalayana into the orbit of the planet Mars. Mangalayana planet, you know it. Mangala means Mars planet. It is one of the planet in our solar system. ಮಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ 8 ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನೆಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ 2014ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಂಗಳಯಾನ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ 2019, after 5 years it completed. That picture also I have, I think. See here, this image, it is showing that one only. India's mission to Mars completed 5 years on September 24, 2019. This is the Mars mission, or Mangalayana we call it, Mangalayana satellite. So it is collecting the information of Mars planet and sending to our Earth. It is its duty. Mangala planet ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಇದೆನೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ okay to live on that Mars planet or not, all the informations it will collect and send it to our scientists. Then Chandrayana 2, see, it was launched on July 22, 2019 by India. Chandrayana 2, look at this image. This is the satellite. We sent it to the moon. Chandrayana 2. It means first one already it was done. Secondly, on July 22nd, 2019, we have launched this one, Chandrayana 2. Successfully we have launched it, and later it reached its which we call it ತನ್ನ ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸರ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಏನು ಗೋಲನ್ನು ಅದು ರೀಚ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸರ್ಟೈನ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಇಟ್ ರೀಚ್ಡ್, and it tried to collect the information of the moon, and it tried to send that all the information, and somehow it was not connected with our scientists, not came to the control of our scientists. So that also you have heard this information through TV channel or news, I think. Then computers, see here, these are used to send and receive email. These are used to send and receive email. Email is nothing but its full form is electronic mail. Using the computer and laptops, we are sending these messages. Earlier we were sending letters, no? Its modern form is email. ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನನ್ನು. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಅದರ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್. ವಾಟ್? Just we will type the message through in the computer. In the computer we were typing the message and we are forwarding through the email. Internet facility help ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. That is considered as email facility. Electronic mail we call it. They work very fast. Emails are working very fast. Letter reach ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ at least 1 or 2, 3 days of time we need. But email, within 1 minute it will reach the place. For example, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಈ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬೇರೆ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿರೋರಿದ್ದರೆ, ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದೇರ್ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಐ ಡಿ, ಅವರ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಐ ಡಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ. ವಿತಿನ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಚ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಸ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ means of communication now, electronic mail or email. Then come to laptop. So now it is very, very popular and famous. You know it, laptops. So there will not be any wire connection. With the help of this we can get the internet facility and all. So it is handheld computer. Handheld computers are called as laptops. We call them laptops. These are used to carry anywhere. Anywhere we can carry them. Just we can fold them and keep in our bag and we can carry them. Most of the people and companies use these nowadays. Most of the companies and people of this world, they use these laptops. These are very helpful to us. Like computers only these are, but computers we cannot carry anywhere, but laptops we can carry anywhere. So these are all the means of communication we use in our day-to-day life. It is about this lesson. So in my next class I am going to give you the questions and answers of this lesson. Please listen this video, and after this you need to complete your all the works and submit it to your teachers. Take care all of you children. Have a nice day.